All right, hey everybody, this is DayTraderRockStar, and this is the high probability watch list for the week of November 23rd. As it is a Friday, I'm here Friday evening getting this thing out to you. Spent all day researching and trading. So I was really busy trading today, a lot of trading today, just because it just seemed like the market was in pretty good shape this morning. And we'll go over that in a little bit. But I'm going to use this video, probably going to break this video down into a couple different videos. The first thing I want to do is talk about the overall markets, kind of a market radar. We'll make this first part of the market radar, and then we're going to go into last week's watch list and how it was kind of a different type of watch list that normally we look at, and how it worked out, and it worked out great. And those setups are still setting up. And then I have some new ones I want to add to that list. All right, and I'm going to see if we can actually get back to looking at a regular high probability watch list. But as I'm doing this video, I'm also finishing up my research. I already have a list of stocks I want to go over, but I haven't gone through all the steps I usually do the research. And there's a couple scans I got to do. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So I still have a couple of things. But you won't notice that. It'll be all seamless on this one video, maybe two videos, maybe three videos. All right, so let's start off here today. The market started off here pretty strong Friday, and I was actually trading in the room with you guys in the morning, and I noticed the divergence right off the bat, so I got right in. So I got in on the divergence, and I got a fast point on it. It came down here. I had my point, and I took it off, and that was it. And I was going to wait for another divergence or something, but I had to do other things, and I was doing some other. I was watching the stocks also, but I just didn't deal with the futures anymore during that day. And as you can see, it was the best setup. And I just want to go over that today and explain how these divergences typically are the bigger moves in the chart on that time frame. Whenever you have a divergence, it usually represents of a channel breakout or something, or a wedge breakout. Here, there's another great little divergence here. I could see it here about 11 to 12 o'clock, a great divergence. And as you can see there, a bigger move, a big move from here. That divergence went all the way up to here. This one came all the way down. There was a little bounce here. No divergence there. But here was a much nicer divergence. This was really nice too. So these are good opportunities, and it's important to be on top of them. I think we were on top of them a lot today. I know... maybe this one I was actually, was I here? Yeah, I was here for this. I don't know if I did notice it. Might have been doing something else, but it was a clear-cut divergence there. So the divergence, very important. I'm going to continue to point those out each week. This is also a nice little rising wedge pattern, and then the breakdown, and then the follow-through. And the week was pretty good. I mean, the week was pretty organized. Yesterday was rocking on the tradeometer. The tradeometer really took advantage of the choppiness that came, and then... as you see, I think I was mostly involved with stocks and options this week. I didn't pay attention as much as I normally do on the S&P. So just to look back, today I did. We had that one trade off the divergence, ended up being the biggest area of the day. Also, that 5-minute time frame is important. And if you looked at that 5-minute time frame, you would have seen that this was a 5-minute divergence too. And that was really a big divergence. So... fantastic. Whenever you have it on the 1 minute, it's great. 5 minutes better. 60 minutes, absolutely fantastic. So that's, could we have a better move, a longer move? This was a great move. All right, so this is where we ended up today. We take a look at the bigger picture. Everything worked out fine with the daily crossover. Daily crossover still has some room to go. Not to say it can't fail. There could be news. But right now the daily is extremely strong and looks pretty good. The 60-minute is rotating back a little, but not that doesn't feel that weak yet. But it is rotating back down, so we're gonna have to see how that plays out, especially going into the weekend and how the futures open up. In the 5-minute here, we left off a little overbought on the 5-minute. So starting off with the futures next or on Sunday night. Be interested to see how this goes, but this is a decent pullback on the 5-minute. Even if we rotate back down and then rally, that could be an option. But we'll see better on Sunday. When we start to predict these levels, I'd like to predict, and just take a look at what you have in your favor. Momentum. You have short term stochastics rolling over. represents possible flag, possible beginning of something bigger. But, you know, when you have it all lining up, it's very easy to call long or short. When you have it half lining up, the daily's really strong, the 60's coming back, you kind of get little cross signals. This could mean a couple different things. So we'd be a little bit more cautious on the call on this, but it looks pretty good, you know. It looks pretty good. I like the daily. I like the 60 here. I think the flag is just a, you know, a typical flag. And, you know, if I looked at a lot of stocks today, just doing scans, and a lot of these stocks, you know, just to give you an example, like I was, everything from Bed Bath & Beyond, which is this nice kind of, you know, not at the highs yet, but kind of consolidating above the 200, almost that slanted inverted head and shoulders pattern. Not to say they are going to move off them, but they're pressing these levels. A lot of these stocks here, and not that one in particular, but you know, some other ones. You know, the American Express here, you know, recently off its third trend line bounce. You know, I don't expect it to pull back before starting to head up further. I think this is really good. It's going to move up. I think a lot of these stocks have pulled back to that level where we're starting to see that three pivot bounce, and these are longer moves down, and a lot of these are going to be on this week's watch list. You'll see them. So that's a, you know, American Express was golden right there on the lower trend line. That was on the 60-minute, but you can see it on the hour, the daily also. You know, it's just a key one. Bubba Jenks on Twitter today asked me about Archer Daniel Midland. And there was a lower trend line under here, and that's what I liked on this one, even though I'm not a big fan of it. But getting down probably close to the 34, if anything. 34 on this one, Archer Daniel Midland. I even liked IBM a few days ago, and it just fell off my radar. I didn't follow it. Now looking back at it, it's up about another, you know, it's a nice rally here, and it's probably going to go higher. A lot of these stocks have pulled back. Even the casinos. Have you seen the casinos gotten just whipped? Look at Wynn Resorts. $260, $247 to $59. You got to be kidding me. The guy must be pulling his what's left of his hair out. But anyway, there's a lot of stocks here that could move lower too. But you know, I'm liking some of the signals on a lot of these bigger stocks. We talk about Wynn on the watch list coming up. So there's a lot of interesting things out there. Even though some have come back for a good reason, there's still a lot of stocks. You know, I'm just continuing to follow them, seeing them base out here. Whole Food Mart really basing out, $29. Well, I'm going to go over a lot of these stocks. Not going to go into the stocks. The radar for next week here basically is, yeah, it looks pretty strong on the daily. The 60's giving a little cross. I'd expect more upside, but we'll break it down closer on when we start off next week, when we start to fill in that chart, and we'll get some of our FT levels. We'll get some of the volume profile levels. Right now, there's there's a recent high back here up at 2116. We're at 89. And that's recent highs right up here at 2116. Looks good though, you know. All right, so let's get into now what has been ripping here. Last week we put out a very special watch list called the Anti-Terrorism Watch List. It really consists of bomb detection stocks, border stocks, some facial recognition stock, trace detection material stocks, and even night vision and some other security type of things. All of these really worked out great. Very, very happy with the OSIS, which was the best bet of the week. And as you can see, seeing the pattern itself, I was so excited about this because I would buy this pattern even if it didn't have news. And knowing that it had news, we got in, and then you can see the move after that. I mean, just tremendous move. And I said we're a few days ahead on all these moves. So as you look at some of these, and you look at all these, what's that last one we got in here? Oh, I did a lot of trading today, huh? Let me see. What's going on? Hold on a second. I'm looking back at my alerts. ASEI. So we got into the OSI EI here. So we got into this one too, and look at this one. This was really nice. This is a bomb detection stock. They do cars and truck inspection and people screening for bombs and stuff. It's just pretty a pretty decent company that deals with that. And I like the price. It's pulled back fine. Checked out everything. Everything checked out good. Man, little pullback, little flag. Again, I would probably get into this. Might get into this long, even if there wasn't news. But seeing there was news on it, no doubt. We just got 2 options on this, and we made $400 on it. On just 2 options that were. I don't know if I have it up here. Am I holding one of these? I'm still holding one. So I bought it at $2.31. They're trading at like $5 now. So I doubled them both. So $219. So maybe it's down $400. Well, we'll see what we get out of this. We're up $219. Realized and up 200. Yeah, $400. $200 each. All right, so that's good. And that's what we were waiting for. Waiting for this. And then another one, Mags. Now Mags is still in play. I bet. You think about the company. They're an Israeli company, but they do all kinds of border fences and stuff. Fences for perimeters and borders and stuff. And I've gone over the description of the company many times on other videos, so I'm not going to go into it again. But a very interesting one, considering our political debates now are focused on border security and immigration and stuff. So this is just added to it. And look at it starting to take off. I think it's a little. I think this thing is actually going to get some momentum behind it and really start moving. So I am slowly adding to it, and I'm still in it, and that looks pretty good. And then my long shot. I want to save the long shot for the other video because that's still in play, and I like this one a lot. So that's what we're dealing with now. And then of course we got the best bets after that took place was. I've been putting out best bets for each day of the week. So after then we had CSX, which was our next best bet, and we had look at this thing take off, boom. So we've been taking profits in that all day. We have one contract left to scale off, and I have some shares on this, but I do expect it to go higher, and there's been great volume. So maybe some news coming out on this, and also a nice divergence. So it's you see that kind of double bottom. It's not technically a lane divergence or that lower low bottom, but basically you're starting to see that price pull back. This is really aggressive. So you're seeing a divergence between that. And, I was really comfortable with this. So, it just worked out perfect. And now we're in some other ones that are similar to this. Very similar. That are excuse me. Just starting to move. I just coughed on the mic. For no reason at all. I never cough. CSX was the best bet. And then, well, you know what? DRI was our other best bet the next day. And you can see DRI here, Darden Restaurants, is starting to push higher. Now, I have some options on DRI, and I have that spin-off stock. And I like the Darden better than everything. This is when they announced that spin-off, right? They spun off that company. And it had this weird pop and drop, and I didn't even look into it, what exactly was going on there. But I was part of this at that time. But what happened is we sold off, took out the lows, started to cross back up. This is a marker up here. This is the way this candle closed out up here at 58 and stuff. I want to see this here just start to ramp right back up here. We're going to definitely take out the top part of this wedge pattern. Measured move out of this wedge pattern. Remember how we do that? Let's go over measured moves again. We take the width of the wedge by taking the lower channel line, which is the established channel line that we're using. Should be an established 2 pivot areas. Create a parallel line. Drag that parallel line to that 1 pivot right here, and here's our measured move. Profit potential. So you're talking. Easy over, up above that 57 area, going into 59, possibly, up in that 59 zone. Serious. Well, actually, no. You know what? I'm looking at the wrong one. Well, wait. Let's make sure let me color these. I'm getting all confused now. Jesus, apologize. Extension color is going to, it's all going to be blue. No, we're going to have to make a different color now. Red. No, see, that's the one that's messing me up. All right, that's it. This one is the one we're looking at. So there's the wedge pattern. So we are talking about $59. Too many lines here. I want to get rid of this other line here. I guess I got to put this on the HPS watch list too and put the targets in there. So I got a lot of work to do today. Oh. All right. Well, DRI is going to be on the list. I'm going to get that to you, and that was another best bet. And then we have another couple of best bets. But you know what? I got to start working on the HPS watch list now, and that's what you're going to get on the HPS watch list. As this video goes out, you're going to see it stop, and the rest of the information to go to members of Day Trading Radio. And I encourage you all to go over, stop over, try out the membership for 2 weeks for free. It's a trial, and see if it fits your trading. It's a great group of traders. We have hundreds of traders in the chat room, and a lot of them post their trades, and they are rock stars. And you can just make money following them. Other than getting the alerts that I send out, you know, I'm doing my trading. Everyone's doing their trading in the room and stuff, and we have a lot of videos, and you get all these videos. And the watch list, which is all these stocks that we're talking about now, but I put them on the in the system, so you get alerts to when we say buy and sell and stop. So everything will be defined for you. Anyway, check it out. And until then, I'll see you in the markets on Monday.